So what's up everyone, Sagar Tamang here, and by the end of this video we're going to learn how we create this model. It's a transformer model, and if I give the starting as Hey Tere Aankho, then it should generate some Bollywood lyrics according to the starting that you're given. Example just be generated here. So Hey Tere Aankho, it's starting from there, and then Jaane ki yangi aag jaane. So it's a basically we're training the model, our Bollywood data set, so that it can generate the Bollywood lyrics easily. So example, another try we have is starting from the OA. So let's see what it generates now. I'm starting again, and this time it has generated ओए कोई बाहर ये कोई जाने कोश है. So the lyrics are not that accurate, but you get the idea of what we're gonna build today. So starting off with the let us sorry. So starting off, let us start with creating a new repository. So let's give this a name as Bollywood Lyrics Generator Nano GPT. All right. So we initialize with a README file, and I'll just give the description later on. And I'm gonna create it as a MIT license. So I'm using the GitHub desktop as my go-to, like to create the repository. So open this repository, and I'm gonna start the coding. So basically, you have to download the NanoGPT from Andrej Karpathy. So it's available online. Let me show you guys. So if you go here in the github.com/karpathy/nanogpt, you're gonna get the repository of the NanoGPT. And what I want you to do is the download this as a zip file. And after downloading it, you need to like paste it here in your repository. So I'm gonna just do that. So I just downloaded the file, and it's just like I don't know, 500 KB file. So it's a pretty small file, and we just extract it here. Sorry, just a glitch. Let me extract it. And yep. So we have the repository available of the NanoGPT. So I just need to copy the whole thing inside my repository. So I can like copy the whole thing, copy folders, but we're gonna replace it, and we're gonna replace the license. Let us replace. So it's MIT license, Andrej Karpathy, of course. So I have copied the whole repository now, and we're gonna begin the like process of training our model. And first of all, let us go inside the data. And during the example of Andres, we have the Shakespeare database, like how do we prepare and how do we do anything. But for us, it's gonna be the Bollywood dataset. So let me just call it as Bollywood, okay? So now what we need here is we need the dataset, and we can find it through the Kagels, and inside the Kaggle, I managed to find the database called lyrics.json, and it's a JSON file of all the possible Bollywood lyrics, if I'm correct. So, and after I cleaned that JSON file, it was cleaned like this, but I wanted to be cleaned with like all the lines. So I cleaned it further, and now we have the line-wise dataset. So now all the line-wise dataset, I'm just gonna paste it in my model. So the file name of the file is online singles clean.txt. Don't worry, I'll put the link of the dataset below in the description, so that you can also check it out if you want to clean it yourself. Now go to your Shakespeare and try to copy the prepare.py, okay, inside the body. So I've copied it there. Now I'm gonna edit the prepare.py. So the prepare.py, what we need to change is we need to change the this portion, because here it's trying to get the data from the internet. Of course, we can give our internet's location for the data, but we don't need that here. Instead, what we're gonna do is, let me give this as, okay. So input file name is going to be input.txt. Instead of that, we're going to give the file name as this. All right. So now we have given the file name, and what it does basically prepare will like split the data set into like 9:1, which is here. So basically 90% of the training and then rest of the validation. So it's going to split it like that, and I'm going to run this file. Let me see. So what is it? Python dataset got Bollywood, and we've got the prepare. All right. So it's going to run the prepare, and you can see here we have the train.bin and the validation.bin. So these two are basically now used for training our model. Now let us move on to the next phase of preparing our transformers model. So what we do now is we're going to create a config file. So we already have examples of this fine tuning or the training of Shakespeare. So we're going to just copy and paste it here, and we're going to name it as train. And what train are we doing? We're doing the training of the Bollywood. Okay. So now let us change the out directory. Out directory specifies where the output will go. So we're going to make the out directory as the Bollywood, and this is the evaluation intervals and a lot of things we don't require. And are you using WAN-DB? WAN-DB is used to like log all the how the training got processed, how it was done. So I don't need that right now. So let us just put it as false only. So it doesn't matter what you give here; it is already false. So, and the data set is where we give the name of the folder, which is the Bollywood. So inside the data we have the Bollywood, so it's going to find it there. And all the other matrices, I don't think we need to change it anymore. So let us now run the train.py. So in order to run the train.py, we actually need to specify a lot of things. So we're going to go to the official here, and we're going to search for the train.py. Okay. So here, just copy this whole train.py and just paste it here. So it has a lot of these other things, and this now instead of the trained underscore Shakespeare's, our file name is the Bollywood. All right. So train underscore Bollywood.py is our Python file that it need to be done, and device as CPU. If you have a like CUDA, like NVIDIA graphics card, then you need to specify as CUDA, or you can leave it as not specified, but it will use CUDA by default. So I'm going to put it as CPU for a while, and all the other things we don't need to worry about. So now it's going to run the training process, and it takes quite a while to train all the train the whole model. So you can see. So you can see here iteration 0, iteration 1, iteration 2. So it's going to continue till almost, I think, I don't know, 100 iterations or maybe more it's going to take. And you just need to wait till it finishes. So I just finished the whole iterations, and it was a pretty long, it took a lot of time in order to finish this. And as you can see, it went up to 2000 iterations, and I was expecting it will only go till like 100 or something. So you can even cut this at the middle if you don't want to wait for long, but I just waited for the sake of the video. So now after you're done training the model, you can see here in the output out dash Bollywood has been created, and inside this we have a pt file. So now our model is ready, and in order to like test our model, in order to generate some text, we're going to use a command from the sample.py. So we're going to use this sample.py here. So sample.py, and our out directory is actually out underscore dash the Bollywood, right? And we're going to use the CPU. So let's see what it generates. So let me just stop it right now. So it just generated this whole text, and after this it will generate again. So it generates multiple times. Let me try run that code. Now this time we're gonna give the starting text. Now we can give any starting text as we want, like we can give as hey, like this. So now it's gonna run again. As you can see, the start is given as hey. So see here, let me just stop it, and here hey ka koi janam I ishq. So basically we have the model ready, and that's about it. And I suggest you go through the repository, maybe start it as well, and as a thank you to him. And of course my code, all this file and my data set will be available in the online repository of mine. You can go to the description, and I really thank you for watching this video. Peace.